Kelsey. Our proposition tonight was the U.S. should prohibit the use of animal testing. Our subclaims were animal testing is immoral. Our second subclaim was many times animal testing has no positive effects for anyone. And then our third subclaim was animal testing should be prohibited because there are alternative methods. My opponent, Daniel, started off with 90% of all the animals are protected and they're bred for that purpose. According to AboutMyPlanet.com animal testing, 94% of the animals testing is done to determine are not protected under the act. And then also, he came out saying that that animal testing was good for us. According to the My Planet animal testing, less than 2% of human illnesses, or 1.116, are ever seen in animals, and 88% of stillbirths in humans are due to drugs posed to be safe in animal testing. Also, my opponent here brought up the use of how they've come up with vaccines. According to livingcruelty.free.com, the alternatives to animal testing, non-animal testing. For vaccines, for example, scientists isolate a virus from a human blood, they replicate and grow more viruses in a flesh petri dish. They isolate those viruses and they attempt to create those viruses from them, and then they grow those viruses and the vaccines in monkeys and orangutans to see if the vaccines kill them. And also, he also brought up penicillin. We have to observe, this is from PETA.org, we have to observe the complex and interactions of cells and tissues. Psychological reactions to drugs vary enormously from species to species. Penicillin kills guinea pigs. As he brought up, penicillin came from testing. So how can penicillin be a good thing coming from testing if, okay, I only have 4 minutes. You're at 5.
Oh, I have 5.
No, I'm sorry, my bad. Oh, I'm freaking out here today. So penicillin kills guinea pigs, but is inactive in rabbits. And then aspirin also kills cats and causes birth defects in rats, mice, and guinea pigs and monkeys. Morphine is a depressant in humans and stimulates goats, cats, and horses. So how can you say that using that penicillin, aspirin, morphine are all good drugs that are found from animal testing if it kills, and morphine does the opposite to animals? And then also he brought up that most animals are bred for this purpose. I don't think we call beagles bred for animal testing because a beagle is a dog. According to in Huntington animal testing, 32 beagle dogs were locked in metal cages for 52 weeks. They were giving stercolose, which was Splenda, mixed into their normal food, and blood and urine samples were collected. At the end of the study, they were killed by means of slitting their throats open and bled to death. By now, taking their organs out and were examined. These are homemade, these are meant for dogs. These are everyone's play toys. These aren't people that we should be messing with. Splenda also played a big role in testing and took place to bring this garbage product to market, as an estimated 12,800 animals died in the process, according to a published report in a recent scientific journal. Also, 95% of the animals used in experiments are not protected.
Sorry, pay no attention, that's a timing issue.
All right. Are not covered in the minimal protections of the animal welfare, and therefore go uncounted, as Daniel repeated that 95% of them were. Animal tests are immoral. He's also saying that they're also shaping up their act. Less and more is happening. According to AboutMyPlanet.com animal testing, the LDL-50 test short for a lethal dose is one of the worst tests that was developed in 1927 and is still in use today. Groups of animals are dosed with different amounts of test substances in order to determine the dose which kills half of the animals. Animals are often force-fed to the substance. LDL-50 test is known as the huge, unrealistic doses that are completely unrelated to possible exposure levels. There are now older tests available that use less animals and lower doses, yet this is old and discredited. The test still continues. And also, according to the American Anti-Viscation Society, Most scientists have come to the conclusion that animal testing is totally inadequate for protecting humans from harmful products. And if the American is trying to stop it, why don't they step on board? Because according to MyPlanet.com, cosmetic testing is banned in Belgium, Netherlands, and UK, and Europe has been phasing out all products related to animal testing since 2002, and they completely banned all products in 2009. So why can't we jump on board if we're supposedly doing it right now?